Hey, welcome back to the channel, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment, let me know where y'all from and who you a fan of, who you rocking with. Let's get started, man. So Blac Youngsta is sending shots after getting kicked out of all the CMG because of the fact that he and Gotti got issues and beef over him. That's why he calls himself the black sheep now, because something happened to where Blac Youngsta and Gotti are no longer best friends. And so since they separated, Blac Youngsta ain't came to Memphis at all. He got a whole new city that he's rocking with now. And the only thing is that Moneybagg and Gotti is also in a feud because of the fact that there's a situation with Ari, Gotti, Angela Sim, all this stuff is adding up to the fact that it's distracting them. And so now finally they basically is all dealing with each other like they not gonna they have to break up, because that's the way that CMG was looking like going anyways in the first place. And due to the fact that it's still a lot of people who's saying that Key Glock is just sitting back and watching it happens, because Key Glock knows that Key Glock will stay part of PRE forever, because Daddy-O says that he can't move or go to another, do another thing or do a deal with nobody else, because of the fact that Daddy-O wants it to make it so that Key Glock has to split everything that comes in for him 50-50 with Daddy-O, because Daddy-O is the only remaining CEO from PRE left. And Key Glock is supposed to be part of PRE. Last time I checked, Key Glock hangs out with all the PRE people. He was with Dolph, so he had to be part of PRE, even though that's why Dolph even said himself he waited until Key Glock got to the level, because he knew that he wasn't gonna make him sign to PRE early and get the short end of the stick. And so he waited until Key Glock got big. That way, when he does come and sign to PRE, he already getting a lot, and he don't have to take like a prediction of a deal. You know, it's already based off of what he's already doing. And so now Daddy-O is taking control of all of that, because he sees Gotti and what Gotti's doing to Blac Youngsta, and how he's taking 95% of everything there, and how Moneybagg got kicked off CMG, and basically he's still with BGE, and that's why he only rocks with Brad Gang, like, because of the fact you don't see Moneybagg with the CMG chain no more. And the thing is that even Gotti's own brother, Big Jook, dropped his CMG chain off and say he don't want it no more, because he was basically dissing CMG, saying that the chains were way too old, it's not even the new logo, and that he used the fake diamonds in the chain anyways, because a lot of people don't know that all the rappers be finessing with the diamonds and everything. Even Bandman Kevo told y'all about the moissanites, and I told him about the moissanites last year when he seen one of my videos, and I was telling y'all about how the CMG chain got taken from 42 Doug when he got ragdolled inside the casino. And so the thing is that now nobody has to go and basically try to do anything to CMG, because they see that they doing it to themselves now, and now they're not getting along anymore or nothing like that. It's basically due to the fact of all the karma coming back from all of the things that they've been involved in, all the things that Blac Youngsta did, all the things Straight Drop and Shondale did together, because that all comes back, adding fuel to the beef that Gotti started with Young Dolph over the baby mama and over all the other stuff that's been going on in Memphis for the last like 10-15 years. And everybody in Memphis knows that it was people who was rocking with Young Dolph that made Gotti even more mad. And that's why he did what he did, because at the end of the day, when they see it everywhere, and he's hearing Dolph songs everywhere in his own hood, and even Gotti's own baby mama is messing with Dolph, once he heard that, he snapped. It was the last draw, because just like Boosie said, he got hypnotized by the hate. And when people get hypnotized by the hate, they basically go to any lengths, even including running up on you on the sidewalk, on the street, at a cookie shop, whether it's in Charlotte with 100 shots, whether it's in LA in the arm, anything like that. And so what y'all got to understand is that they already been out and had a whole plan on what they was going to do. And so now it's like that whole ongoing situation is coming back. And that's why people are thinking like, man, how are they going to avoid the Rico? Because everything that they did is on camera and is in paperwork on black and whites. So how are they going to stop the feds from actually connecting the dots and pulling off the Rico? Because at this point, it's like the only option left for them is to go on the run and just hide out in a bunker somewhere underground, because of the fact that it's already in motion. And once they got Big Jook, and they didn't think that the feds was on it until they actually swooped up Big Jook and find, like, they actually got somebody close to them. That's when they finally realized, Yo Gotti started realizing that, okay, look, it's more serious than what they thought, because at first they thought all the heat was on Straight Drop and everything was on Blac Youngsta. But then once they got caught up, they keep getting everybody told. There's no way that not everyone told. And so Straight Dropping them told on Big Jook, and Big Jook told on everybody else. And that's basically what's going on. And so due to the fact that they got the confession from Big Jook and he's Yo Gotti's own brother, that makes it 10 times more serious and amped up. Now they all nervous, like they don't know what to do. That's why you see him, like, you don't see him posting nothing too promoting wise anymore, because they don't want nothing to happen. Like, they don't want people to be trying them at the shows or coming in backstage, anything that happened with the security guards, because you already know promoters and securities set up. A lot of times when something happens and they with the security guard, some security guards have a play in on it, or if they the ones that know who's coming in and out, where everything is, and the times of days the operation goes on and everything like that. So a lot of times and you don't forget, Big Jook is actually Yo Gotti's security guard. And so that just goes to prove the point that you can't trust anybody, including the whole security team, because where was 6ix9ine security guard when he got jumped? And where was all these other people's security guards when all other things happened? So what y'all got to understand is that even the people that's within CMG, including the security guards, including the Big Jook, including the artists, Blac Youngsta, including the chess pieces, the pawn pieces, they all are capable of telling. And that's how this whole thing has gone as far as it did, because without Big Jook telling, then they wouldn't have been able to get the critical things to get Shondale again, because they didn't know where Shondale was until Big Jook came in and talked to them. They didn't know where Govan was until Big Jook came in. Govan and Big Jook know each other. They ride together. They pick each other up when they go places, and they share the car and everything like that, because Yo Gotti told them to, because they both supposed to be security for CMG. And Govan already had a lot of things happen that he got caught up for, including the fact that he actually had a whole nother person, a whole nother rapper that got hit up that's close to him and everything like that. And so the thing is that everything that's done in the dark is coming to light, especially all the people that's surrounded and that had anything to do with Young Dolph in Memphis. And everything is now, the whole book has been opened up. And once they started telling the stories and the 9 people got caught up that did the Dolph, and including the people that Yo Gotti's brother told on. And the thing is that's Big Jook. Like, now the fact that he's actually dissing CMG and throwing the chain against the wall and on the ground and stomping on it and bending the metal and bending all that goes to show that he's not rocking with them anymore, or that they try to get him now because he told. And so it's a messy game, and that's why a lot of people got to understand that you don't even want to be involved in anything like this. It's better to just, hey, you know what, lay low, under the radar, don't have no drama like this happen, especially when a lot of people thought that just because Yo Gotti and his brother was family, that they was going to have loyalty amongst each other. But look how far that went. Even the people who's supposed to be the most loyal, like Yo Gotti's own brother, he's supposed to be the most loyal person out of his whole entire camp and team. But he's the one that ends up bringing down the whole entire crew from telling, because they trusted him and gave him all the information. When they was sitting there parlaying, turning up, getting lit, they was telling all the stories of the most gangster stuff that they ever did. And they didn't know that Big Jook is sitting there in the corner of the room writing everything down, taping everything down with a wire on him, so that basically, allegedly, that if he does have to go back and tell the feds when they question him, he's got everything saved and written down and recorded as proof with timestamps. And so that's exactly what they use, and that's what they looking for, so that they could get a person like that who could give them the info, who's on the inside close to them, that they would never expect. And that's how they got Yo Gotti's brother, Big Jook.